We're absolutely sure the papers we got from Lottie will get us through the checkpoint, Theo.
I mean, yeah. As sure as I can be. The Weave has always trusted her.
What's going to happen to Lottie?
She'll be fine. She has the furball.
You're really smitten.
Who wouldn't be? The boy was adorable. With his tiny, fuzzy paws.
Yeah, Lottie will retire and spend her golden years watching reality TV about Pacifica's hottest bachelors. Or invent a new method for canning beans, patent a cloning device. Who knows with her? She's chaos incarnate.
I loved her. I feel bad about destroying her home.
We're coming up on the Rocky Mountains checkpoint.
Are they gonna ask us to play again? Oh, I hope they do. We rock.
Gateway to the Heartlands.
We're leaving the provinces.
Hello, civilization.
And hello, more justice patrols.
After what we've been through, I'm actually okay with that.
They don't want to see our papers.
I just got a thumbs up. I'm thumbs upping back.
Discipline amongst the troops is slipping.
And now I got a little salute. I don't know. Things could get a bit Reichstaggy if I return that salute. I'll give him another thumbs up. They're waving us through.
All this planning and money to get proper papers, and they're giving us a thumbs up?
And a potentially offensive salute. I'm not sure he realized how inappropriately angled his arm was. Either that
To
or...
make you feel better, Theo, we can circle around and go again.
I mean, I should be happy, but it's such a waste of resources.
We'll need those papers later.
True. Thank you, no.
They're still waving. I actually feel bad for them.
We should throw a party. Celebrate the occasion.
Is it someone...
You handled the situation well.
Thank you, Pax. I had faith, even if you didn't. We escaped the Puritans. I figured justice wouldn't present much of a challenge. Once again, is it someone's birthday? I didn't know.
No, but getting through that checkpoint deserves a party.
Do we have cake?
You can have a party without cake.
What? No, absolutely not.
What kind of parties have you been to?
Cake parties?
Okay, well, I mean... Great, if we pass by a Betty's or a Henry's, maybe we can pick up a cake.
Ugh, those are sad excuses for a cake. I could bake a cake.
Do you have cake mix? Flour, sugar, icing?
We have none of those things.
No cake, no party.
I don't know about that. Turn up that music, Viola.
What are you discussing?
I was telling Z how we have a responsibility to other wordlocks. To help them find safety, maybe even a cure. Just like we're doing.
And I'm trying to tell him that the Weave has a lot of good ideas about how America can survive and heal. Lottie was one clever cookie.
You make some good points, Z.
Well, so do you, Eli.
Can I continue? I don't know about that. Turn up that music, Viola.
That was a lot less dramatic than I thought it would be.
Honestly, it's a bit frustrating to spend all that time planning and getting things sorted, and no one cares. Not even justice. They just waved us through. Madness.
Another checkpoint down.
Oh, I was expecting some drama. Still waiting for the blue lights, I guess. You never know with those guys.
You good?
Splendid. Especially with some distance from the events of the other night. Feel free to stay here as long as you want.
We hit the open road, high on blind hope. I'm bound from the gig grind. We leave it all behind.
What's wrong with it?
Sometimes it just doesn't focus right. Ugh, God, it's a piece of junk. I should get it replaced.
We're coming up on a tourist attraction. Anyone need to stretch their legs and use the facilities?
Not me. Ooh, look at the pretty mountains.
Cold rocks, wet snow. What's so pretty about it?
Sourpuss.
I'm spotting multiple justice vehicles in the parking lot.
Oh, fuck.
Just keep driving. They have no reason to stop us.
Stop the bus.
What's happening?
Stop, please. My bloody head
Pull
is...
over once we're out of view, Viola. What's wrong?
Are they okay?
What's happening?
You can sense things. Intense feelings, other anomals, or...
This time it's both. A lot of emotion. There's one of us around. And they're really upset. Jesus. Oh, this headache is going to stick.
So what do we do?
We can't risk blowing our cover to investigate, not with justice around. And we're expected at the Yellow Brick Road Motel by the end of the day. There's no time to waste.
You're actually arguing for ignoring someone's cry for help?
I'm not
We take a look.
I think you're making a mistake.
The man's right. Let's go.
No. You guys stay here. Ziggy, let's go.
Now that is the sister I remember.
No justice. Only those civilians over there.
So, where are the cops?
Are we sure there's an anomal here, Pax?
No, but Gnome led us to you. And whoever it is we're looking for, they could be in trouble. Locked. Z, can you get through and open the door from the inside?
A glass door should be pretty easy. Okay.
Ziggy,
Yep, I'm okay, but I don't see any way to unlock this door.
look around, maybe? Ziggy!
Here has to be another way.
Is that the... But she's just a child. She can't be.
Told you, they're making a
But she's so young. Your school shut down before she was born. Hey, little girl, you okay?
Did you see what that child just did?
Are you okay? There were gunshots and...
Stay away from her.
She's just a child.
Stand down. This doesn't concern you.
You're pointing a gun at a kid. Of course it
She's a
concerns
deviant,
me.
not a kid. Please step back.
Leave her alone. I bet we can do some fun stuff with our new Vox in combat. Let's try bully on these guys to see what happens. You guys saw that, right? The girl.
Absolutely fuck that.
I'll hurt you.
Absolutely fuck that guy. Yeah.
Set a good example for us all, I think.
You need to stand down.
We need to stand up to you.
Nice one, Eli.
I'm getting the hang of this.
There might be more of them. Come on, we need to go.
Where's the child? We can't just leave her.
I think she ran out front when the fighting started. We need to find the child.
Let's check the parking lot.
You sure she went this way?
I mean, where else would she go?
I'm telling you,
Did you see a little girl run past?
A child? My goodness, no. Is she yours? Did she get spooked by all the racket?
She is ours? Yeah. So, you didn't see anything?
No, but we'll certainly keep our eyes open, dear. I'm sure she couldn't have gone far.
I'm telling you, they must be doing training exercises up here, and that's why the visitor's center is closed today.
I guess you're right. I don't like the idea of people firing guns. Maybe we should get going.
Justice wouldn't hurt innocent civilians. I'm sure it's...
Do you guys hear that?
The whispering. Pax?
Echoes. A lot of them. Something weird. Holy. So many echoes. I've never seen anything like it. And they're all moving together like Like they're following something.
Or someone?
So we see where they lead us.
The echoes. They're all It's her. What is happening? So, anyway, it's her. The echoes are drawn to her. Hold on, kid. I'm gonna help you. I think we got them all. I'm surprised the meme didn't burst into flames. Hey, you okay? Hey, we're friends. Are you hurt? Kid, can you talk?
We don't have time for this.
What's your name? What are you doing here? What did those bad men do to
her?
Z's right. We should get going.
We're not safe here. I'm going to pick you up, okay?
Axe, are you okay?
What the hell was that?
I don't know. She got into my head and there was humming.
Humming? How is
I didn't
humming
hear
that?
anything.
Trust me, it's bad.
We can't lose her again.
Hey,
Pax, just be careful.
it's okay. You're safe with us.
Because talking to her worked so well the first time.
This is normal. What you're feeling isn't special or out of the ordinary. It's just how things are in this world.
Wow, that worked?
Okay? We're bringing you somewhere safe. Please don't zap my brain again. Okay. Back to the bus.
They're going to have so many questions.
Where's the bus?
Folks, more visitors. Oh no. They're arresting that friendly couple.
Stay down. Don't move.
What?
We don't know about any deviant.
Yo, need some help? Hey, where did you guys find a child?
Can you take her?
Take a child? I don't... Fine.
We can't just leave that nice couple. They're innocent. We have to help them.
We have to get the child out of here, and if we stay and fight, our cover is...
Hell yeah!
You two are a terrible influence. Acting like superheroes all the damn time.
This doesn't concern you. Armed combatants, 8 o'clock. Engage. Delta 3 Eagle. New soldier needed on Charlie. Dispatch
In your
residential.
face!
Happy now, Eli?
No, that's not the point. We don't just abandon innocent people.
Eli's right. This is on us.
I know, you're both right. I just...
Fair enough, Z.
Overwhelmed. Send aerial reinforcements immediately. Stand down, citizens.
Flames everywhere.
In your face!
Go again.
Look out for the rifles. They'll try to shoot you.
This is what it's like.
Insider knowledge, baby.
Need more of that, if you've got it.
You'll never believe the kind of hazing rituals they've got at their candidates.
Yeah, on second thought, maybe we'll save that. They're calling for backup. Pax. Oh, okay. This is new.
Is your magic back going to work on that?
One way to find out.
Eyes on me.
Do you think there's more coming?
You know what? I think that's a safe bet, Eli. Let's get out of here.
No one's following us?
Not as far as I can tell. How's the child coping?
I'll go check on her now. Let us know if you see anything.
I don't know how I feel about this.
She's just a kid, and those justices were trying to hurt her.
You do realize this child belongs with someone, right? You just took her.
We rescued her.
She's not the only one. We just risked everything for a couple of clueless tourists.
Ziggy's just pretending she doesn't like being a hero.
You know, you're lucky I like you.
Look, we're not equipped to care for a child, even if...
Saying we should have left her there for justice to capture? Or worse?
I'm not saying that, no. I'm saying we have to find her parents, or someone who can keep an eye on her until...
Until what? Justice stole her from her parents to do experiments on her.
We don't know that, Eli. We don't know if she's like you.
If only she'd say something. Either she's too traumatized or she can't speak.
This feels dangerously close to kidnapping. But I don't have a better suggestion. We'll leave her with the Boulder librarian. The Weave has resources and contacts. Maybe they'll be able to track down her family.
Sorry, hold on. If she doesn't speak, then how can she...
What?
Well, vocals generally require, you know, words. She got swarmed by echoes, too. She's not just a normal, she's different.
All the more reason for us to leave her with someone who can help her. can't just take someone's child with us across the country.
Do you have a name, kiddo? If you tell me, I'll give you a snack. Where's your mommy and daddy? What do you think we should do, Eli?
Just keep it chill. Show her she's safe and that we are safe. We'll get there when she's ready.
Add kidnapping to our rap sheet.
I'll consider that a badge of honor. We did the right thing, and she's absolutely adorable.
Feel like being alone?
Yes? No, it's not that. Kids freak me out, Pax. I want to be all cool and casual, but I never know what to say, and I just feel like such a fucking fraud. I know. I'm overthinking things. Again.
Kids are scary. I get it.
I mean, I don't know about scary, but they make me feel inadequate, like they're just waiting for me to fail them in some way, and grow to hate me. Whew, maybe I'm just projecting too much of my own childhood here. I should really try to sort through that. So where do you think she came from? Do you think she's like Eli? A justice experiment?
It would only be guesswork.
Yeah. If the kid can't speak, we have a problem. Hopefully she'll open up. And hopefully she can tell us where she came from and who her parents are.
We didn't have a choice, Theo. We couldn't just leave her there.
I know. God. It's not easy having to think of the mission, our crew, and the people we just happened to come across. I'm glad we didn't just keep driving. I know this makes everything more complicated. But I'm happy she's here and not in Justice's hands. Even if it means we have to figure out what to do with her. We'll deal with it when we get to the Boulder Library. I hope they'll be able to take her. They're better equipped than us to deal with a minor.
You two staying on the bus?
Someone needs to watch the girl. Are you getting off?
This is a precious opportunity to use a toilet that's not on wheels.
I always knew you'd develop a taste for luxury.
Theo went in to pay for the fuel. It'll take some time to charge the bus, so feel free to go inside. But first, if you have a moment, Pax, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
What's up?
At our last service station stop, I noticed prenatal vitamins on the shelves. Perhaps I'm being tactless by bringing this up, but you and your unborn child would benefit from certain nutrients. I knew you wouldn't want me to bring this up in front of the crew, for your discretion, which I understand is important to you.
Thanks. I appreciate the concern.
I'm glad you didn't take offense. I admit I wasn't certain you wouldn't. I'm gaining a greater understanding of emotion as I spend more time as a person. I took you at your word when you said you didn't want to talk about this. But I also know that doesn't necessarily mean you wouldn't appreciate the support. I can tell from your body language that you need the restroom. You should go before it's too late.
Well, I don't know. Should we get her nuts? What, pretzels? Do kids like pretzels?
Dude, come on. Pretzels are for...
Hi. I ran into a Betty a while back. She wanted me to give you this.
Dude, that Betty, you know what happened to her. You're really doing this?
What about my Betty?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh. Well, this is lovely. My Betty and I, fresh out of the factory. I can't tell you how much this means to me. It's real hard being separated for so long. If you see her again, can you give her this locket? It's got photos of our little ones. Everything we do for them. You know? They make it all worth it. A man's got to work to provide for his family. That's why I man this station day and night. As long as I'm working, they're happy and healthy.
Sure, if we meet Betty again, we'll give her the locket.
You're a class act, ma'am. Thank you.
Do you sell prenatal vitamins?
Hey, did you just ask
Supplemental vitamins, you know, like fish oil, B12.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We're all out of vitamins.
Thanks. Do you have a restroom I can use?
Sure, but customers only.
We're customers. That gentleman there is filling up an entire bus. And he's also buying snacks.
Glad to hear it. Thank you for choosing Standard Energy. Here's the key. Make sure to return it afterwards. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks.
No. Thank you, ma'am.
Dude, come on. Pretzels are for people over 60 who wear dentures.
Fine sugar gummy bears with artificial coloring then.
Words keep you safe from harm, don't they? Mine and yours. I hear you in my head, kid. You speak to me, and you're loud. I know you're special, just like that girl. I don't think she's an experiment. I think her mom is a normal. If you ever got hurt, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself. He would be heartbroken. He's really looking forward to meeting you. You'll like him, kid. He's a good man. In the meantime, if the fighting makes you scared, you be sure to tell me, okay? As far as Theo's concerned, we're kidnappers. He has a point. It's like Gnome said, kids make you vulnerable. Change your priorities. But the girl needs someone to help her. If not us, then the Weave. That's what they do. Help anomals. So either we drop her off at the Boulder Library or we bring her all the way to Nova Scotia. I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world if she stuck around. Maybe we should have just cut and run. Those tourists would probably have been fine. Still, if they'd ended up in an interrogation room somewhere. This way, they got away. And we took down another battalion. Let's call that a win.
You probably know Boulder pretty well, right, Henry?
I like to think so, officer. Why?
We were hoping you could tell us where to find the Yellow Brick Road Motel.
We can't find it on our maps, and no one seems to know where it is.
You came to the right place, officers. From here, you want to go 6 blocks south?
Henry?
I'm sorry, what are you doing?
Just, returning the restroom keys.
Thank you.
That it? You should get going. We're on official justice business here.
You came to the right place, officers. From...
Did you hear that?
I did. And you let them get a good look at you. I don't know how smart that was, Pax. Follow me. Where are you going?
Do we skip the motel?
We can't. We need to warn the librarian. Those officers said at least 1 hour before their backup arrived. We leave now. We'll get there well ahead of them.
And what about the crew? What do we tell them?
We're all in the same boat. We keep everyone in the loop, and we make the decisions together. It's been a stressful day. The last thing we want to do is cause division. Let's go.
What's going on? Oh, I recognize that face. It's the bad face.
How bad is it?
Justice knows about the library. Those officers in there are waiting on backup. We need to get there before them and warn the librarian.
Why? What?
It's fine. They'll be waiting a while and we'll be quick. We'll strategize on the way there. Viola?
Got it, Theo. Hold on to your hats, people. I'll get us there in a jiffy.
This is it, huh? Looks like a real motel to me.
That's the idea, Sai. Okay, so where do we find the librarian?
Theo didn't know, but it can't be that hard. We got about an hour before Justice gets here, so let's split up to cover more ground. I'll take the front office while someone else checks the rooms.
Right, who goes where, boss?
Viola, see if you can pick up any activity inside the rooms.
Certainly.
Let's check the reception.
How much time do we have, Pax?
The op... Locked.
God damn, I jinxed it.
Anyone in there? Hello?
Maybe they're hiding.
Still locked. Ziggy, can you open this door from the inside?
Again? What, twice in one day? Fine. I mean, if it gets us into the library, it's worth the risk. Okay, we have a job to do.
Do you see a lock, or...
Way ahead of you. Ah, there's no one in here.
Excuse me.
I see you found the reception.
Did you find anything?
The sign said the motel is full, but some of the rooms are unlocked and empty, and I didn't see any guests. No librarian here either?
Oh, they must be around somewhere. Maybe one of the rooms. Wow, these robots are absolute classics.
Love the design.
Guys, let's focus. Where do we start looking?
Maybe they have records of room occupancy. A guest log.
This looks like the terminal in La Torre.
I don't expect it to be connected to the weave, but it might contain guest records.
Looks like this is the check-in system, but I don't know how to navigate it. Viola, you're, old.
It doesn't have a universal robotic port, but the keyboard will do.
What's taking so long?
It's a purely manual interface. I have to type with my fingers, like a human. Here we go. According to the system, all the rooms are booked, just like the sign says.
Except we just confirmed no one's here.
Every room has a record of guest occupancy, some of them long-term. This goes back years, and there are no vacancies for the next 6 months.
So it's all bullshit then.
A cover. Well, I mean, it is a library.
Let's check all the rooms. I've never seen machines like these before.
Most of them were discontinued in the 1980s and 1990s.
Good evening, valued guest. I'm Lola. Need a towel?
I've never seen machines like these before.
Most of them were discontinued in the 1980s.
Where do we begin?
Viola, you checked the rooms?
They all looked pretty much the same. Of course, I couldn't check the ones that were locked.
So we bust into all of them. Until we find something. It's locked. Z, can you get through this?
Well, why bother? Well, Asai can knock it down.
Sai?
Okay. is just a regular room.
Doesn't look very lived in.
These elites engaging in ritual, sacrificing.
Locked. Sai?
We're going down, door. Books on books on books.
Is this the library?
Do these curtains look weird to you?
Those aren't curtains.
Sai?
Ow! Ow!
You okay?
That shit hurt. Oh, what is this made of? This isn't like the other doors.
It's been reinforced. Why would they reinforce this door?
Ziggy?
Yeah, okay, I guess we don't have a choice. Oh man, it's too dense. I don't know what this thing's made of, but I can't push through. How about we knock?
Hey, anyone in there? We have an appointment. Dio, Luna, Lottie, any of those names ring a bell?
The librarian must have left.
Okay, how about we find a key to this door?
Sai?
Huh. I'm enjoying the mindless destruction. Hey, Pax, got a quarter?
A quarter? Why do you want a quarter?
No reason. Oh, damn. This is the life.
You sound ridiculous.
You should try it, Pax. It's amazing. Mind cranking it up for me?
Sai?
This does get a bit monotonous. More books.
But no library.
Sai?
Knock, knock. Who's there? That's right, my foot! Ah! Whoops.
You really don't know your own strength.
Are we gonna have to fix that?
What are you talking about? We found it like that.
This one is just empty.
Fully booked my ass.
Sai?
Oh, I should do this professionally. Coming through. Another empty room.
Change code control. Dirty towel? I can give you a fresh one.
Anyone need a fresh towel? Thought so. So, all the keys are right there, dangling, just out of reach. Viola, can you get this thing working?
I'll take a look. The central processing core has suffered irreparable damage from a power surge. It needs a functioning core before we can interact with it.
The towel robot is working. Can't we just switch the cores?
Well, these things are not particularly complex, so maybe. They appear to share identical interfaces and operating systems. This might work.
Good evening, valued guest. I'm Lola. Need a towel? I can take your used towel and provide you with a fresh replacement. Here at the Yellow Brick Road Motel, we put our customers first. And that's you, baby.
Good job, Viola. Viola, give me the key to room 3.
Do you have a dirty towel that needs to be exchanged?
It's mechanically wired to only work with the requested items. We'll need to feed it what it asks for.
All right, give me one, towel, please.
There's a limit of 1 towel per valued guest. Please insert your used towel for a fresh one.
All right, give me one, towel, please.
There's a limit of 1 towel per valued guest. Please insert your used towel for a fresh one. Lola will take care of all your fresh towel needs.
Got a towel. This had better work.
Fresh towels for our... Thank you for depositing your dirty towel. At the Yellow Brick Road, we have the most exclusive range of fresh towels. Lola's gonna take care of you, Pudding Pop. Which towel would you like today?
I'll take number 3.
Towel number 3. Calming lavender, guaranteed to give you a good night's rest. Great choice, baby cakes, coming right up.
Let's hope this gets us into the right room.
That's a good sign.
It's stuck. Sai, can you give this a push?
Yeah, for sure. Oh my god!
Shit. I thought you were Justice. Oh, Christ. I didn't mean to... Hey, let me fix this. I can patch you up.
You don't even think about touching her.
I'm not touching her. I'm gonna talk to her. Weary with toil, I haste to my bed. The dear repose for limbs with travel tired. But then begins a journey in my head to work with my mind when the body's work's expired. For then my thoughts from where I abide intend a zealous pilgrimage to thee, and keep my drooping eyelids open wide, looking on darkness which the blind do see.
What's happening? Huh? What happened? Did I get shot? And how did I get unshot?
You're a normal.
I guess I am, yeah.
It doesn't even hurt anymore, just tingles a bit. There's no pain. I should be mad that you shot me, but right now, I'm just grateful you fixed me up again.
I'm real sorry, but I thought it was them. I wasn't expecting you guys to show up.
We don't have a lot of time. Z, go get Theo. I'll help Sai inside and talk to this trigger-happy gentleman.
I'm sorry, Sai. I should have gone instead of you. Eli could have watched girl.
I feel fine, so don't worry about it, I guess.
You can use Vox to heal?
Vox, yeah, but it has to be poetry, unfortunately.
So, you're the librarian, huh? You don't seem like the librarian type.
Librarian, ex-soldier, faith healer, tree hugger, demolitions expert. At your service, Sai. And fucking apologetic.
I thought the weave was all about peaceful resistance. What's with the shotgun?
I got the same philosophy about guns as I do about words. If you can use them to fight fascists, you use them.
We can all get to know each other later. Justice is only a half hour out, and we need to clear this place before they arrive.
I'm aware. There's been activity all across the map today. Lots of libraries sending out distress signals or going dark. I hope you folks got room for one more, because I can't stay here, and I got nowhere to go.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Stop fussing, I'm fucking fine. All healed up. No holes, no scars, and we've got a library to clean up. So let's go.
We can't trust any of the libraries now. I sent a message back to La Torre, but I doubt they'll respond.
Good luck getting any answer from anyone. Libraries all over have been going dark. Something is definitely going on.
We'll need to change our route.
Time to skedaddle, folks. Won't be long before the Bluecoats show. Theo, you can carry the acoustic coupler. Sai, grab the storage unit on top of the console. If you don't mind.
Got it.
I liked it here. It's a real shame to lose it. Oh, fuck, Mr. Planty. Pax, your hands are empty. Can you do me a favor? My philodendron. I'm not leaving him behind.
Philo what?
Philodendron. My lucky plant.
Soul, I don't think we have time to pick up a plant.
He's in the bathroom, the one with the name tag. This is important to me. It'll only take a minute.
Sure, I'll get your philo plant with the name tag, Mr. Planty.
Are you sure?
It's the least we can do. Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Come on.
Are you the one?
Keep the road clear. We don't want to block traffic. And send some guys around back, see if there's another exit.
Sir, are you sure about this? It doesn't look very promising.
It does not. This might have been a false lead.
I mean, it's just a dinky motel. Why would they rent a library from here? She must be a guest.
Ma'am, do you have a moment?
Are you staying at this motel, ma'am?
Don't I know you? I believe we met earlier, at the station.
You were riding with some folks on a bus, an old American Motors Company model. Those are rare, hard to miss. But I don't see it here.
What's your name, ma'am?
Pax.
Pax, huh? That's an unusual name.
You here alone? Where are your friends? Colleagues?
Ma'am, where are your associates?
Did you not hear the question?
They're out for dinner.
Without you. Not hungry?
So what brings you to Boulder?
And why are you carrying a plant?
We're a band on tour. We're just, stopping for the night.
So where's the tour bus? And why are you walking around with that plant? Is it part of the band?
We're investigating this motel for illegal activity. I'm sorry, but we'll need you to stay here while we take a look. Kim, on me.
What the hell was that, Soul? I could have been killed. And all for a plant?
Relax, Buttercup. I waited till you were out of there, and it helped you escape the pigs. I booby-trapped the place when I took over. I told you I'm ex-army and a demolition expert. Hey, look, I am eternally grateful you got Mr. Planty out of there. I know this probably sounds insane, but he's been my only companion. Call him an emotional support plant. PTSD is no joke.
At least we all made it out. Right now, we have bigger things to discuss. So, you said libraries were going dark. First La Torre, now Boulder.
Yeah, Salem and Rapid City, too. You can't trust anything west of Chicago, and they could be next.
Rapid City is our next stop. Any way we can tap into the Weave to get more information? Or talk to Nova Scotia?
Not a chance, champ. The only way to contact the Weave in this region just went up in flames.
So we'll have to get to Chicago and speak with our contact there. All right. We'll make camp, regroup, figure out what to do from there.
So, emotional support plant?
That's right. What about it?
Nothing. I wouldn't mind one of those.
So, how does it work, Saul? You just recite poetry and it heals people?
Exactly that. It helps the body heal itself. Lacerations, stab wounds, bullet holes, even internal bleeding, sometimes. Doesn't work on cancer or dead people, but gunshot wounds are my specialty, thanks to a stint in the Second Civil War.
I'm not sure this is an appropriate discussion in front of the child.
Have we settled on calling her the child now?
Thought it was girl.
Girl works. Simple, easy to remember, albeit a little presumptive.
Because we don't know if she's
a she.
On that subject, I've been thinking. I asked you to call me Viola, but there's something about that name that doesn't quite sit right. I think it's too conventional. It just conforms to what Justice wanted me to be. Like I'm role-playing a character they created. Therefore, I'm going back to CT. For now. After all, that name was given to me by the children I cared for, including Eli. The name has emotional significance.
I'm touched, CT.
But this must all be terribly boring for Girl here. We ought to get ready for bed.
Aw, man, I tell her the best bedtime stories. Gnome, wanna join? Since she's so taken with you. No. You okay?
Sorry, I'm just thinking. You go ahead without me.
Oh, my shoulder's pretty.
My two favorite people hanging out. Are you proposing Theo become your next muse, Sai?
What? No, I don't need a muse. I'm my own muse, okay? I just need inspiration, okay? Not a fucking muse. Like any idea for a drawing, like a person or a portrait. You know, I like to draw people.
A lead guitarist for an up-and-coming band, touring the country, living on the road.
Come on, the Dustborn isn't exactly up and coming. We're like down and out.
I think we could be up and coming with a little practice. What do we do with the kid? We can't just keep her.
Well, your plan to leave her at the library went up in smoke. Literally.
I'm not sure leaving her with Soul would have been the best alternative.
We leave it to the Weave. Soon as we have a chance.
I agree. That's the right course of action. Of course, we don't know where or when that will be, given the latest news. We can take care of her together, even if it's temporary.
So, like I was saying... Oh, my shoulder's...
Man of action for my woman of action?
Yo, that's cool! My dad gave me one of these. My parents weren't big on pop culture, but they were big on justice. This is like worlds colliding. This takes me back, bro. I mean, I put this little guy in dresses and suits and shit, which is not what Justice or my dad intended. But Mano Action is actually the perfect dress-up doll. Way less creepy than regular dolls. What was I saying? Oh, my shoulders.
You know?
I guess you must really miss your friend, Eli.
More than ever. Seeing you and Ziggy together reminded me of when we first met. And now this girl. We're on this huge adventure to a place where we can start over. And maybe help do some good. It feels like she deserves a chance to be there too. I believe we'll find her, and that she'll come with us to Nova Scotia.
I admire your faith, Eli. And I believe that wherever your friend is now, she's thinking of you too.
I hope so. I hope she hasn't forgotten me. So anyway, you know, when I was a kid...
Listen, kid.
What are you guys talking about?
The Weave. Saul's selling me on the idea that the libraries are the key to this nation's future. And you know what? I think he's right.
I was just saying to your sister, to win this fight, we need to use words, language, information, this and otherwise. That's why I joined the Weave. When I could no longer hold a gun or throw a grenade, this was how I could still play a part. And honestly, it's the winning strategy. To fight justice, we need to turn their weapons against them.
Yeah, how do we do that?
That's what we're trying to figure out. And maybe we won't get there, especially with justice picking apart the Weave. But God help us, we won't stop until we succeed. Or die trying.
I don't think words will help. The only way to fight justice is to fight them. To take them down one by one. Fight long enough and hard enough, maybe people will see what it takes. Rise up against them. Join the fight.
Well, that's what I thought a lifetime ago. Now, I'm not so sure. So, hey, what's up with that kid, girl? Theo said you found her today?
We did. Well, I guess you could say maybe she found us.
What the fuck is that all about? Who is she? Doesn't she have parents?
She's like us. A normal. I'm guessing that's why Justice was so keen to get their hands on her.
How can that be? Kid's barely old enough to walk.
She's like 10.
It's a long story, but we've learned that Justice has been running experiments to create anomals.
What, like a fucking army of deviants?
Pretty much, yeah. Eli's one of them, actually.
God damn, the shit I'm learning today. Makes me happy I met you guys. Kids shouldn't have to go through shit like that. They need to be protected.
Do you have kids?
A daughter. And an ex-wife. Haven't seen either in... forever. I made my choice when I enlisted. And again when I became a librarian. I don't regret it. Does that make me a monster? I couldn't take care of them and commit to the cause at the same time. As long as I was with my family, every choice I made would be for them, right? Not for the greater good. Fuck it, it doesn't matter now. You're better off without me.
Anyway, so...
Gnome? Are you okay?
Fine. I'm fine. Just fine.
Gnome!
Can they hear me? It doesn't work if they can't hear me.
Their eyes are open. Go ahead.
I had no time to hate, because the grave would hinder me, and life was not so ample I could finish enmity. Nor had I time to love, but since some industry must be, the little toil of love, I thought, was large enough for me.
Jesus. Did I pass out?
It looks like a concussion to me, chap. Headaches? Nausea?
Yeah, but it hasn't been that bad.
Why didn't you say something?
I didn't want to make a fuss. It's fine.
Are you okay?
I passed out, Theo. Clearly not okay, but thanks for your concern.
We care. We all care. A lot.
I know. This is getting awkward. Go away.
Love you too, Gnome.
Group hug?
Relishing the fresh Colorado air?
Just trying to look moody and debonair. It's all about the aesthetic.
You had me scared there for a minute.
Who knew massive head trauma could lead to concussions? Your love and concern warms my heart, babe. But look at me now. Good as new. I hope I didn't spook the crew. They've had enough trauma for a lifetime. Talking of trauma, the kid's holding up well, all things considered. Attacked by justice, kidnapped by strangers.
I'm glad she's around. Gives the crew something to care for.
You talk about her like she's a pet. I don't understand how she took to me so quickly. I'm terrible with kids.
I'm the same.
Yeah, well, I guess some people aren't quite cut out for it. But you... I thought you might... Oh, never mind.
As I was saying...
So this is what you guys do every night? Sit around a campfire and...
Yes, every time.
They always ask.
Did I miss something? What's the joke?
I don't think there's a joke. It's just a question every new member of the crew asks on the night of their first campfire. It's sort of a...
Rite of passage.
Annoying fucking habit.
Gee, fine. Forget I asked. Hey, so does this mean I'm part of the crew now?
You and girl. Of course, right?
Sure. Yeah, well, you'll need an official title. So, CT's our driver and cook. Theo's the boss. Sai's the battering ram. I'm... the sister, I guess. Eli's the heart, and Gnome's... I'm sorry, Gnome, but what do you do?
Provide cutting commentary to the events of the day, lurk moodily in the periphery, elegantly smoke cigarettes, and I'm the ex, I guess. Wait, why are we framing Pax as the protagonist here?
She did bring us all together.
Fine, Pax is our protagonist, and Girl's the kid. She's got that roll down pat. So what are you, Saul? What do you bring to your new position as crew member?
Well, shit, if you put it like that, I guess I'm the fucking healer. But I can also drive, cook, be sarcastic, build explosive booby traps. I'll earn my keep somehow. Don't you guys worry about that.
Hey, Do we know if Girl has any allergies or dietary restrictions?
Our food is generally inoffensive and contains few common allergens.
And if things go tits up, I think I can fix anaphylaxis with some choice verses from Sylvia Plath. Ezra Pound, if it's serious.
Does anyone know any bedtime stories? I only know Ryder folktales, and those are probably a little bloody for a preteen.
I have an extensive library of classic children's stories.
Just stay away from Shakespeare, okay? Unless you want her to pass out from boredom.
Isn't that sort of the point?
Fair enough. Shakespeare it is.
Sol's right about the libraries. We need to change our route. Worst case scenario, all the libraries have been raided, and we're on our own. We need to hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. We can't take any chances.
Where would we go?
Let's take a look at the map. Together. We were supposed to go straight north on 85, stopping in Rapid City, and then east on I-90, through Minnesota to Chicago. But with no way to connect with Nadia, we can't risk it. And even if the Rapid City Library is still standing, we'd be cutting it close. We lost a lot of time today. We could still go through the Dakotas, circumventing Rapid City, passing Minneapolis before Chicago, but the Dakotas are dangerous. Even if Eli gets us past the Riders, there are other clans in the territories and they'd be curious about a bus. And the other option is to go south into New Mexico and from there through Oklahoma and St. Louis before Chicago, but that's a long detour. It means crossing 2 borders, and we would definitely not make it to Chicago in time. We'd have to communicate with Nova Scotia, and I don't know how to do that now. What do you think, Pax? Any thoughts? Pax?
So, how about...
The Great Plains Exclusion Zone. It's... talk about unpredictable and dangerous. Also, the Ashes is permanently closed for civilian traffic. Only trucks and justice vehicles are allowed on I-70 with multiple armed checkpoints.
Didn't Soul say something about a road further north running parallel with I-70? One without checkpoints and... Lebanon.
Route 36 runs straight through, Lebanon, Kansas. The midway point between West and East, back when there were 50 states. I don't think that town exists anymore. It's all just, dust. Pax?
Sorry, Theo. I got caught up in... What do you know about the Ashes?
Same as you, probably. The Great Plains Exclusion Zone. Just a dust bowl now. The Dust Bowl. Constant storms, terrible visibility. Supposedly the site of Black Ops experiments, at least, according to the conspiracy theorists. The interstate's monitored by Justice. And the other highways haven't been maintained since everyone left in the 1990s. It's uninhabitable.
It would get us to Chicago faster than any other route, right?
I mean, theoretically, it's basically a straight line to Chicago. But even if Route 36 is still there, like Soul claims, we don't know if there are roadblocks, checkpoints, missing bridges. We'd bet everything on a wish and a prayer. Is that something you want to do, especially with a kid on board? It is the most direct route, but that's pretty much the only reason I'd even consider it. It would get us to Chicago with time to spare.
Are the Ashes completely off limits?
Nothing. No one does. It's a black hole. Ever since the Great Drought of the 90s, people migrated in the hundreds of thousands, west, east, away from the sandstorms. The land became arid. Temperatures rose, the scorching hot winds ravaged what was left. It's a dead zone. Uninhabited, uninhabitable, lifeless, lethal. If we made it through, and I wouldn't count on that.
That's our route.
Were you not listening?
What other option do we have, Theo? We're behind schedule. The other routes are not viable, and the zone's uninhabited. We pass through undetected.
You seriously want to do this, Pax?
Dead serious.
Okay. Then we need to move tonight. It'll take close to 12 hours to drive through, and we can't do it in the dark. We need to pass the edge of the zone by sunrise to maximize the daylight. I'll tell the others.